Bear with me a second. As I just get settled in. Evening Phil, evening Dinesh. Dinesh is the man who's made my really cool screens. Like this. Which we'll have a look at later. I just thought we'd join this race straight away before we miss it, just to kind of get back in the groove. So to connect various cables. Cables everywhere. Hope everyone is well. We're going to do all the daily races. And I think we're on the alt account, hopefully. It's not risking the DI yet. And should be some fast and furious racing. If our lobby on Sunday is anything to go by. There we go. We're all strapped in, kind of. So this is first race on GT Sport since Sunday. So I'll just head out into practice. And we called it right. We called it with the Mini and the GT86. So we didn't have a tip off. That was good foresight on our part. Whoops. We'll get the hang of it. So if anyone has any questions on my overlays, then Dinesh Plays is the man to speak to. I think he did a great job. Phil, how do I go about getting a second account? So you need to set up a second account on PSN. Evening Al. I've got something to show you. I'll show you later when we start this race. So you set up a second account on PSN, but you don't need PS Plus on that account. As long as your main account is set to primary on the PS4 you're going to be playing on. And then you just start GT Sport. I haven't made that very clear at all, but it takes about 3 minutes to do. Slightly more than 2 minutes, but I'd say less than 5 minutes. All you need is another email account. And they're obviously not hard to come by. Right, looking forward to this. How many laps is this? I've got traction control on. 4 laps, okay. So what lobby? We're in like a B, C lobby, I think. It's got to be proper Italian job here. This guy is not even playing McDonald's, playing in a McDonald's drive-thru in his car. On that level, here we go, all the way through the inside. Oh no. Whoops. SR up though, GT Sport approves of that move. They'll be clipping that and putting that in the sport mode mandatory video section. Ooh. That's going to be a dangerous place for SR on the first lap, that corner. Oops. Bit of off-roading. The Mini Countryman. Whoops. Just kissing the wall there. What? Be my guest. Red till dead. Surely you're red. If you go too red, then you are dead. If you get shot or something. Red till dead. Ooh, where did that come from? Whoa. Welcome to Daily Race A. Can we catch them up? I think we can catch them up. But I'd love to hear your tales if you've been doing Daily Race A this week. I mean, it looks like a risky one. Alright, 4.5 seconds. Mr. Red till dead. It'd be amazing if we got to 99 SR tonight. Two and a half seconds. Alright, we'll catch them up. Kissing that wall again. One second. Oops, that's all my own bad, that. Don't want to hit that wall. There we go. Just completely overcooked that, to be honest. Need to try and avoid the wheel spin there if possible. Right, are we going to catch them? I hope so. Get some revenge. That's a better exit. So obviously I braked too late last time, it seems. And again. Whoa, no, whoops. Oh, we got an SR down. Just gliding by there. Oh, another SR down. That was a glancing blow at best. Well, we got back in the pack at least, but this race is pretty rough down here. Are we going to get a run on the line? Not quite. Okay, so feisty introduction that was. Oh, there's no game sound. Oh, whoops. That's not good. There should be. It was just a lot of bashing noises. I have a new setup, so bear with me. Oh, okay, this will be why. Should be game sound now. Still getting the hang of it. No entrance sounds. Yeah, sorry about that. Gang. Phil, stay in third round there. Double left-hander after hairpin. Okay, yeah, I go down to second. Do let me know if you can hear the sound now when I do this kind of stuff. It's coming up on my screen now. Something for me to add to the pre-flight checklist. What I did do before I joined is I did this kind of stuff. So we got to discuss the race thing. Got all the gadgets now. Just bear with me again. Anyway, let that stuff. I think we'll do another race A because that was a bit of carnage. But just before we jumped in, look, we called it right. We called the mini race and we called the GT86. That's pretty lucky, actually. For how do you see SR real-time updates? There's a website called Kudos Prime. Let me paste it in the chat. Can I paste it in there? Nope. Getting the hang of this, maybe. By the time I've done this, I'm going to paste it. Bang. There we go. If you put your profile in there after every race, oh, okay, oops. It updates after every race. It's not real time, but when you see the SR down arrow, you lose either 5 or 10 SR. Maybe it used to be 5 and now it's 10, something like that. This chat is a bit big, isn't it? Let's remake that smaller. There we go. All this cool jazz you can do. Anyway. Yeah, I'm happy we called it right with the combos. I had a feeling it'd be mini 86, but you couldn't. it comes up just under the time in like the middle of the screen. Maybe kind of like upper third but centered. Sometimes you don't get a penalty but you get an SR down. So hopefully the sound's working now. Let me know if it's not, but it should be, and it should be balanced as well. Is my hope. Evening Steam, first time I picked up tablets since I've been home and I'm streaming. Nice. Yes. I put up the page a little bit earlier just so that, because normally I tend to go live in a stealth way. Stealth announcement. Good racing with you on Sunday, Steve. Very close racing. Likewise Al, likewise Phil, likewise Issa. Al, you're doing quite well at Spa. I don't know if that's been a happy hunting ground this week, or you think it might be. Phil got to my most ever DR, 23k. Getting close to that A rating. Issa, the Cayman at Spa seems to be struggling for me. Going to try the Aston Vantage. It looks like the Corvette is the car to use. I'm not sure many people were trying the Corvette on Sunday. We had that guy who was rapid in the Veyron. I do have the Corvette on this account, so we'll try race B maybe after this. In the Corvette. And then race C. I mean, race C was a lot of fun on Sunday, I thought. The racing was really close. There's like a pack of like 8 cars about 3 meters apart. But for the SR, that's not going to be great. So we've got a few different screens. We've got this screen. Got a chill time screen. Sometimes things can get a bit heated in the in-game chat, so we just like to chill it out. And then we got one for getting ready to race. And I did, just before I went live, I was downloading GIFs. So I was trying to find GIFs. And I wanted to have GIFs for people in the chat, but I couldn't. These are the only 2 I've got at the moment. I've got one for Al. This is the only one I could find. And I've got one for Ian. I searched Ian and Ian McKellen came up. So, and we'll add more. We'll get one for Steve. Get one for Easter, get one for Phil. Get one for all the gang. Get them just going. And then we've got our favourites, the classics. Oh. He didn't do the thumbs up. Just stood there. I know. I couldn't. I couldn't find any owl gifts. I mean, let me know if you are we in the race yet? Phil need a spanner. Hang on. Can't see it. Can't do it on this one. Yeah, I like doing all the stuff, and you'll see that Sir John Mendes, who we were fighting with on Sunday, has recently subscribed to the channel, so we're honoured to have Sir John with us. Maybe he'll join us later. But yeah, just need a bit of time to kind of sort all it out, but you know, I enjoy all of this stuff when we're going fast. Oh, this one doesn't work. There we go. Anyway, all the jazz, as we call it. So, gonna go into another race A, and then I think we'll. I'm not sure good things are gonna happen in race A. Isa SR68 now, nice. Maybe that kind of the lobby on Sunday was a good incentive or something to get the SR up. You will race in better lobbies when you have a better SR, because the lobbies are primarily grouped by SR actually, as in the daily races. Steve, I spent all week looking forward to Sunday. I know I really enjoy Sunday. We've got to think if we can add anything in there. Like, do we want to do a team race? You know, stuff like that. Do we want to mix it up like that? Phil, I could only set 129.03 in the pug at Spa. Was doing 125. So you were doing 125. That's interesting. That's unusual. We had racing hard tyres. I had to guess the time of day, but that's very unusual. BOP was on. Oh, well, don't get your phone to be using Matt's. Yeah, but I used to make videos. In fact, I quite enjoy making videos. It's just it takes a lot of time to make a video, like a karting video. I had lots of people subscribing for the karting videos, but they just take so long to make. I'm not really too bothered about accumulating subscribers, even though I have that subscriber thing there. It's one of like the few interactive things I can put on the screen. It's more just about I like the chat, I like racing, and then when moments happen we can talk about it, and you know, we answer questions, people come in, they have, you know, how can I improve this my racing. That's what I like. So I'd rather have more people in the chat and less subscribers. But I like how it is at the moment, to be honest. It suits me. Right, so I'm not going to forget to go full screen. Otherwise, Ian will go angry again. So I'm never going to go racing before we go to the gameplay. Right, we must have lost SR there. I didn't actually check my rating. But it would be good to pick up SR. 27.9. Didn't we say anything in the low 27s is pretty good? I can't remember. But yeah, that's an interesting one, Phil. We'll check it out when we go to race B next. I can't remember what times I was doing. Steve, anyone remember AL was 80 to Kids show? How the Alien? I don't remember it, Steve. We'll get an alien though. Or we can use an alien for when an alien joins, like Catfish joining on Sunday and then being the fastest driver in the world at this race, I believe. Are we full screen? Yes, we are. Right, we made really good progress last time, and then I can't remember where we got hit out, but that was a shame. We kept messing up this corner. Ooh. Whoa! 3 abreast, why not? What's the worst that could happen here? That's such a fun place to overtake. Gain about 8 million positions. It's quite a defensive line, pal. Maybe you didn't see me. And again. Right, keep it in third here, Phil says. Oh, less wheel spin on exit. Quite like that. Wasn't the best line through there, let's be honest. Okay, what have we got? Just taking it quite cautious that time. I don't know if you can keep it in fourth there and then not have to change up. It's wide. Actually get a good exit here now because we were so slow. Right, third gear again. No wheel spin really. Accelerate early. Getting that slip. It's a better race for us. Not a big fan of that colour of that Mini. It's like custard yellow. Look at the wide line they're taking there. Whoa, they're all taking a wide line. I've been really poor at that corner today. It's a tricky one though. Is that going to be a penalty? Okay, I'll take that result. Just need the Spaniard to get a penalty now as well. I think this race is... And, you know, obviously during the week we will set a quality time here on the main account. But when you're racing in this race against the very top drivers like Catfish and Pantoni, it's a completely different race. It becomes very tactical. Completely wrong. Whoops. One day we'll get that corner right. That was an ambitious overtake. I accept. Dive bomb. Right, we're going to go around the outside here. This is a bad place to be here. There's going to be contact. That's a tough race, that one, in the carnage. I think you've got to have your wits about you. Rip controller, yeah, controller was dead. It's died a death. Get the fan on. But yeah, that race is tough. I'm messing up the first corner, which isn't helping. But it's definitely a tough race. It's the race utility cars are weird when driving. It's very squirmy. Yeah, it kind of pitches about when you brake. It went to SRP. Alright, not the most auspicious of starts. So, actually, let's just check out the quality times for that. I suspect it'll be 20s, mid 26s, low 26s. Catfish and Pantone just kind of masters here. I will set a qualifying time here and try and. I think previously my qualifying time was a 1:26.7 or 1:26.6, so we should be racing these guys, and it'll be a completely different race. Obviously, I need to get to that speed. Phil, thanks to Keith. So yeah, I need to watch some track guys for that one. Anyway, I think next stop, Spa. It's such a shame that these races don't line up, so you can go from an A into a B. Yeah, so I'm 10 seconds out behind the leaders. So is that at Spa or at race C? Yeah. We will do race C this evening, so you can have a look. Now, it seems like the Corvette is a good car to use. But the Scirocco was working really well for me. Yesterday. Okay, we need to buy a car then. So we only really have enough money for one. Is the Scirocco going to be that bad? I'm going to buy the Scirocco. I mean, we were keeping up with Catfish yesterday in the Scirocco. So unless this is a terrible idea, I'm going to purchase a Scirocco. Easter at Spa. Well, we'll have a look now. We'll do some practice. I don't know if anyone else has any other car recommendations for Spa Group 4. I think Group 4 cars are around 300 credits, so 300,000 credits. Steve, Lexus ain't bad. Okay. I think I have the Lexus. The only weird thing about the Lexus to me is the gearing. Get a power car. Isn't the Scirocco a power car? Am I doing this all wrong? Should I be getting a Chevrolet? Alright, let's get a let's do as the others do. We'll get a Chevrolet. But I was really enjoying the Scirocco yesterday. Right, let's buy a Corvette then, upon recommendation. Okay, this is it. I'm buying a Corvette. I think we used the Corvette at Dragon Trail Seaside a couple of weeks ago in Daily Race B, and it was quite nice to drive. I expected it to be really bad turning in, but then everyone said no, it's not. We have a little bit of time, so we'll hunt down a livery. If you get the vet short shift, I think you meant to say short shift. Unless there's another driving technique I'm not aware of. Okay, well, we'll have to practice that because I'm not very good at short shifting. What am I going to do? Yeah, it was just slap on the livery. How much? Half bar left? I'm really not very good at short shifting. But it's something I obviously need to get used to. If cars had... What did that say? Oh. If cars had Supreme, okay. The menus in this game, just too many menus for me. Full screen. What do we like? Kind of Looney Tunes car? Why not? Let's do it. Smash that like button. This is where the menus are quite irritating. Because you have to go here to apply it. Alright, let's see what's what. We won't set a time because we'll do a race from the back, but we'll go around and then we'll just restart. Fill 3/4 bar as it has huge torque. Okay. We'll use a ghost as well. Do I have an appropriate gift for that? I don't think so. Short shift, eh? Right. Oh, that's a nice livery. Do you like that? But the guy who we were racing with on Sunday, he was smashing everyone in the Veyron. And then, no, it wasn't Steve, it was McFlurry was in the McGann, and he was just so, the McGann was just so much slower. Right, we don't need the fast time, that's not going to help us. Look at this E-rank driver, who is this? On the new account. Time for 4 laps or so. I don't know if anyone has a favoured brake balance for it. This feels so weird, short shift, but we'll get used to it. Guessing you can probably do that in seconds. Oops. So that felt really nice in the Scirocco Eau Rouge. I think that's why I was quite happy racing around in that on Sunday. Just got to find a different line. This definitely feels a bit heavier to turn in. Just slight different style. Let's see how it is down here. Okay. I have to be honest, at this point I'm slightly regretting not getting the Scirocco just because it was such a pleasure to drive. But if it's not really competitive, then I guess got to go in the Corvette. Okay. Got to find a different way to drive the Scirocco. Not the Scirocco, sorry, the Corvette. -2, maybe? Not sure. No, I've got to get used to it, Phil. It's like you say, it does seem to be the best car at this track. I think with the Scirocco you can throw more speed into corners and get round. I think in this car you have to take more traditional lines. Seems like. Right, let's see Eau Rouge then. Okay, made it up. Maybe a bit better so far. Just got this corner's going to be a bit difficult for me. Just got to find out. And power out. Ooh, no. Once you go off this corner, you don't come back on. Okay, seems to have a braking point there. A little bit better that lap, just a little bit. Evening Ian, hope you're well. We can give you the Ian gift now. This is the only one we had. When you search Ian, we'll find a better one. But yeah, oh, it's a heavy car this. I just got to be better at driving it. Let's drop into the race lobby so we don't miss it. Will we get a car on the race of the wheel of cars now? No. Okay, oops. Maybe I do it in the Cayman. Surely the Cayman's a good car for this. Let's do the Corvette. I just got to get used to it. Getting ready to race. So yeah, Danish, who was in the chat earlier, made these screens. It was just a little bit more professional, a little bit more jazzy. I didn't want to have too much, but oops, go to qualifying time as well. Don't know how race A has been going for you, Ian, because you're very competitive on Sunday, but we just did 2 races and it seems a bit tricky for the SR, to say the least. Our baddies are bottled Frey Bentos and report pies. Oh, I haven't got a Frey Bentos gift. Do they do any free? I'm going to search now. Did they do a Frey Bentos gift? Frey Bentos gifts. I wouldn't call any of them Frey Bentos gifts. Let's be honest. Type. GIF. Frey Bentos. Absolutely nothing. If you want to be the first person in the world to make a Frey Bentos GIF, get the Guinness World Record for it. Oh, hang on, there is a Frey Bentos GIF. What's this? There's a. I wouldn't. It's Frey Bentos condensed pie soup. It's a bit of a weird GIF. I'm not going to put it on. You can search it at your risk. Close all these windows down. Ian A+, yeah, on race A alone. Everyone else crashing behind you. Ian, a good evening there to about 8:30. Well, we won't talk about the 8:30 race then. Yes, the Corvette is flat out over Eau Rouge. Yes, I just can't redo it yet. Let's give it a shot. Cars are very different over Eau Rouge. It's one place where you really notice a different like handling and weight of different cars. And for me at Spa, a car that you're comfortable with at Eau Rouge is actually really important. Even if it's a couple of tenths slower. I'd rather know that I'm nailing Eau Rouge lap after lap. I think I can do it in the Corvette, it's just about timing. I need to swing back to the right a little bit sooner. Is that in 5th or 6th? I don't know. Let me just go clean the headset for going to this race. It's a bit of a weird line. You need to go very far over to the left. And then if you turn in too early, you'll hit the curb and then it will spit you out. And if you don't go in early enough, you won't make the corner and you get a track limits penalty. And the difference between here and Sunday is that the track limits penalty here is really harsh because you take the penalty in a place that will lose you a lot of time. 6, okay. I tend to be in lower gears than I should. I think I like the engine revving. Clean these lenses. I don't know what car you were using, Phil, on at Spa. I know Steve was in the RCZ. Al, were you in the TT? Yeah, I'll have to keep thinking about the short shifting. It's not something that comes naturally to me, to be honest. To the extent any of this comes naturally to me. Right, let's see what we got. If we can get up to SRA and then SRS, obviously, we'll start to be racing with quicker drivers and start to pick up SR in this account. Don't know if these lap times mean anything to anyone, if they're where they sit. Are you in the RCZ as well? Because I was in the Scirocco, which is quite similar to the RCZ, and it felt pretty good. But I think I'm getting the hang of the Corvette now. I can see this is a mix between TTs, RCZs, and Corvettes, really. Trying the Jag. Would the Nissan GTR be a bad choice here? Be very rogue and go in the Veyron. Veyron's good at Monza in Group 4. I've heard that the starts at Spa are really bad, the rolling starts. Great view that is, very Rouge, everyone getting round. Fuel G, they're not bad, but times used to be fast by a second, hopefully. We'll see. Trying to... Can we win this race? Is it possible? I don't know. Aim high. Let's see what happens anyway. I'd like to have a clean race and get the SR up. Cool, let's do it. RCZ Corvette, TT Corvette, NSX. What's that? A Citroen? Isn't the Peugeot in Group 4 really good at Dragon Trail Seaside? Let's put the 0 if we don't know what we're doing. So far back, I can't even see the first cars. They're not even a pixel. Wow, a lot of people aren't going to make it past the chicane. Need to stop revving it out. Not the best exit. Oh. Unlucky with the ghosting there. That silver car. It's a better line. You can cut a lot more off the top. Can be awkward. I did well to come back actually, or that was my mistake, I guess. It's all kicking off here. Oh, I'm not very good at this corner. Yoink. Okay, but leaders are well away. That's not a good livery for me, not a fan. This is too much orange and back. Whoop. I'm going to understeer through here, so you don't want to be on the outside. It's 5 seconds to the next car, wow. Got some ground to make up. I think I'm being a bit too gentle with the car, driving it like it's a Group 3 in the low speed stuff. Six and a half seconds. Okay, we're catching the leader though. Not the best line. Always a bit on the edge there. Some changes going up ahead. Okay, we are catching. Not catching super fast, but we are catching. Actually, we are catching the leader, which I guess is more important. Whoops, keep breaking myself there, that's not good. That hasn't helped things. Right, is that first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth? Okay, so they're all over there. Too late on the brakes there as well. Bit of no man's land at the moment. Maybe a penalty. No. Actually, we're not going to serve it, are we? Still catching. They are battling. I have a feeling I can throw a lot more speed into that corner. Some more penalties. Okay, I think we're finding a bit more consistency with the car, which is good. I really notice it's tougher to turn in at this corner. Whoa! That would be pretty hairy in real life if that happened. I need to be a bit neater with my line through that left-hander because you can't get away with just throwing it in late. Evening Detonator. Hope you're having a good evening. Jag is my favourite. I tried the Corvette. I can't get any speed out of it. I think I'm the same, Detonator. I think I'm the same. Phil, I think you're spot on with the recommendation, but I have big regrets now about not buying the Scirocco. The Sciroccs. I did try and hold it, so I feel good that I held it. You sure about the short shifting? Don't ask me because I don't know what I'm doing there, but I think people like Phil. I think Ian knows a lot about the short shifting. You're right, Ian. Catfish had the Viper, and he wasn't really setting the world alight. How much money do we have? 245. That's not going to be enough to buy anything, is it? Can we buy anything for 245? Or what do we have? Evening Thunders. Welcome to the stream. So you've got 6 minutes to sort out what we're going to do. These are our options here. I think I'm tempted to go with the Cayman. I think I've done a race here before in the Cayman. Don't I use my Club 100 GT4 Cayman quite a lot? Or is that a GT? Yeah, that is a GT4 Cayman. Hang on a second. Is it Group 3 or Group 4 I use Porsche? Is it the 911 RS? I don't even know. We'll go with the Cayman. I don't really understand short shifting. Well, I understand the concept, but I'm just not. I don't intuitively do it. I intuitively rev out the car slightly. It feels like in my head you're getting slightly more power, but I know that that's not the case with the power band and the power to weight ratio and all of that stuff. So you want to get into the power band earlier by shifting up, I think. Thunder short shifting does make it faster, yeah. It does feel. To me, it feels strange. I can obviously understand if it feels strange to other people. But it's a talky boy. That Corvette. Mr. Josetti. we will set some quality times on the main account and then get into those races. So I can't really interpret this graph. I don't know if it's the point where the lines cross that you get maximum power, or it's only when the line drops. Wait a second. Getting some feedback. Maybe that's better on the chat. I think the quality wasn't super good. Rev all the way, it's the peak of the curve, so ignore the grey line, it's the blue curve, okay. And I'm guessing for the Corvette that blue line would have fallen away sooner. Evening, Roswald. Hope you're well. Packing for PFI. Doing the Club 100 PFI event this weekend. Working in Leicester. Nice. I'm not at the PFI event, but I think everyone's super excited about it. The special event. I don't know if it's being live streamed. If it's being live streamed, I'll drop a link here in a forthcoming stream. I don't know what event you're doing, Roswald, with the multiple events. But it's a big deal. We'll be at Rye House afterwards. Ah, hang on. Maybe this would be better if I do that. Oh, we're doing it on time. Doesn't matter. Roswald looks great. I hope it's streamed. It's like some weird team event. Yeah, I don't know if who you're teaming with, but I think last year weren't they at Le Mans, so it's that kind of level of. And PFI is meant to be like the best track, or like it's this mythical place. It's meant to be the peak karting facility. I've never been there. Let's just get out in the Cayman. Cayman. Did Jeremy Clarkson say of the Cayman? It's so called because it's where the people who buy it have their bank accounts. Or something to that effect. Don't know what to do with the brake balance. We'll leave it here. Seems alright. Slightly more willing to turn in there. But again, it's not that the Corvette's bad, it's just you have to be more disciplined with it, I think. Oops. We'll just take this line, take the rally line. It's only that broad, or that one. Alternate line. Fill 4 miles an hour slow. Was that over Eau Rouge or something? It's good to know if so. Let's see. I imagine it probably loses a bit on the straights, but it's slightly more nimble than the corners, and the Scirocco maybe even more. I don't know. That was good for the SR the last race, wasn't it? So moving up. Let me actually check, see what the SR and DR is like on this account. Bear with me. Feels strange there being no FIA. I haven't seen any announcements. But I really enjoyed FIA. It's the first season I've actually kind of done it. Okay, the SR is at 46, which is the second highest it's ever been in this account. I think we're only one race away from getting into A, and then one more race from getting into S. If it all goes well, but we're going to go to race C, so famous last words there. Hopefully we get that nice view of Eau Rouge again. I was thinking if I had an appropriate GIF, but I don't. Maybe this one. Yeah, next season 26th of August, okay. Are we all going to do FIA? Are we all going to give it a crack, or shall I really focus on FIA? Shall I make it like a GT Sport, all I really do is FIA practice, and then the races are quite high stakes? Have to think about it. Easter work, what you in early tomorrow? Gotta go. Doing the good stuff, doing the hard yards. Thanks for joining. Don't even pay overtime at 4.50. Is that the minimum wage for like under 21 or something? It'll pay off though. You do the hard yards and then it pays off. Thanks for joining though, and good to hear that your SR is going up. I think this is going to be better racing. DJ Canoe. It's my Cayman friend. Bit of a traffic jam there. And the leader's already 15 seconds up the road. That's pretty brutal. Qualifying is super important here then. Come on, little Cayman, go for it. We'll both go through. Oh, this isn't good. Again, that was an ambitious move. We'll go defensive here. Just losing time. Twice I've gone off now there in the Cayman actually. Back out of that. Right, we desperately need to find some pace here. To brake. Right, well we can see the pack at least. Oh no, too much of that curb. Aced it nicely though. In some cars, hitting the curb like that is no good. Right, how much are we talking? 6, okay. Let's get into a groove now. Okay, a lot of cars ahead. Shame, couldn't get inside there. Servo's out. SR up, so can't catch this RCZ. It's better. Oh, one to the... Okay. It's funny, this Martini guy came from so far behind with chicane, and we were still side by sides going through the going over the start finish line. It's a bit of a short race, isn't it? 3 laps. I know it's a long lap. I think we might have to qualify for this race, to be honest. Still struggling with that corner. Wow, races today have been brutal. I was a bit greedy there, to be fair. And that is the risk if you're too greedy over that corner. See if we can salvage anything in the chaos here. Maybe not first kid through there. DJ Canoe. Yeah, that was messy. These races are quite difficult from the back, to be honest. Phil, I forgot to say, new rig came today. I spent the day building it. Very nice. Went from normal TV to HP 38-inch curved gaming monitor. Is that an ultra wide monitor? But it sounds like a very nice setup. Russell might give FA a go next season. Yeah, definitely. You definitely should. You'll be in top 16. Right, I think we're going to go to race C. We're going to do the tour. And race C, I will need to put a few laps in first. Phil, braking a little early into the last corner. Yeah, I think so, because I was having to lift off the brake. I braked one time at the end of the shadow and I felt like I went too deep. But I do need to get a braking marker for that. It was pretty good there on Sunday. It's just a case of finding that braking monitor. Ultra wide monitor, nice. Very nice. Sounds like a good setup. New rig. Very exciting. We're all about the new rigs in the stream. I'm going to jump straight into some practice here because I know that the first corner is a bit about feel. There's 2 orange markers, right? Yeah, it's going to be an Elvis that one. Actually, what's the SR like after that race? So SR was 46. It's now 50? Okay. Not great. I did have a ghost for this, but we'll just crack on. Is there something specific with the brake balance for this car? I presume so. So going to be to the rear maybe. Right. Get the hang of it. At this corner, maybe, okay, could have carried a bit more speed in. Brake a bit later there. Oops. A bit closer to the apex there. Went off a bit too early there. Oops. Okay, we'll go again. That first corner, I just need to get it hooked up. I think I really need to aim for apexes a bit more in this car because it understeers a little bit. To say the least. Big grandstand there. Huge grandstands. I think am I braking a bit too early there? Taking a not a good line in 3. Don't need to be pitching the car as much. It's too deep there. This race is going to be interesting. Too late that time. In between that turn sign and the 50 then, I guess. Didn't really hit the apex at all here last time. Shifting up too early, maybe? Oops. Okay, it's making more sense. See what happens in the race. Evening, Ronan. Race C is awesome. Ian, you don't want to be in the middle of this race. Well, I'd rather be in the middle than the back, I guess. Brake just after the orange again. I need to get the hang of that because you brake and then trail brake in and kind of late apex, so you're not getting washed out into that gravel. If we're looking forward to my 50-minute league race at the Nürburgring, yeah, is that the 3-tyre one? Tyre management race. We're in 7 clean races in a row. Wow, that's like Guinness World Record stuff. Was 37, now 38. Big run for you. Don't know what race that is. Phil, I think you'll be aerating soon enough. From what I saw on Sunday. Ian, at first hairpin, you want to come over to less as much as you can if no one's behind you. Is that the very first corner? Or the first hairpin? Okay, the first hairpin before the kind of the end of the twisty bit. Okay. B racers now, we're getting up there on this account. One set of each compound. So does that mean you're going to put the hards on for one? Actually, it's a 15-minute race. 15-minute race. Have you worked out your strategy? Is it hard for one lap and then... No, it's not. Is it softs as much to go, then mediums as much to go, and then hards, and then look after the hards to the end? Detonator ready for chaos, yeah. I don't know. Detonator! Let's work as a team. We need the detonator gif. Let's work as a team, detonator. That didn't really work, that gif. We need a detonator gif like we've got the Ian gif. And the Al gif. Let's get this going off. Smash a like and subscribe comment if you feel so inclined. We're going to work as a team here. I don't know how your alt account journey's been going, Detonator. Mine's been quite treacherous. Got a lot of... First we've got to make our way past the Brits. Then it's the Italian stage. Then it's the land of the Spaniards. There's a Ukrainian in there. And finally the ultimate boss is the Portuguese man. Or lady, at the top. Seven circles of hell. Have you got your nice livery, Detonator? Are we fuel burning here? Oh, oops. Yoink. Come on, Detonator. I'll carve a path for you, mate. That's a lot of cars ahead. Oh. Just about saved it. Monster guy didn't hit me. There's Detonator coming through. This is where I got reset last time, literally this corner. That's the amount of penalties here. There's someone who had like 14 seconds of penalties. It's going to be very hard not to make contact. This is insane. Oh no! No! Watch out. This is an insane race. Also, you don't lose much time in the penalty zone here, if I remember. Get your cards out, ref. Give him a penalty. Get him walking. Fourth gear through here is not bad. Bit of a dive bomb behind there on the radar. Okay, good progress. Is that detonator there? I need to follow someone through turn 1 really, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm hoping that's detonator in the blue car there. Flash the lights. Ooh, this... I could have got nudged out by the white car there, but I didn't. No penalties so far. Could have been a bit more aggressive there actually. So in to stick to the left here. Well, no pen at least. But this guy's hardly going to lose any time where the penalty zone is here. It's so lenient. Why they didn't do it on the main straight, I don't know. Kicking off a bit there. So this guy's 8th at the moment, and I'm not sure he'll drop down that much. See? Alright, 11 seconds off the leader. It's not too bad for that, maybe. I think when you're really on your game at this track in this combination, you're on the edge throughout most of the lap. You're just on the edge of falling off the track. Is that kind of where you have to drive to get the most out of the car? Still being very cautious through there, but it will do. Can see 4th place. It's a bit of a frustrating corner when you don't get that right. Losing out on the delta there, so maybe not the best line. Okay, can see a few more cars ahead actually. Experimenting with the gearing. Are we catching slowly? You don't want to hit this curve too early actually. I'm going to hit it quite late. Very slowly catching on the leader, but is tyre wear going to matter here? Can't really see against the bonnet. us two are catching slightly, it feels like. Can work as a team if we want. Taking the Ian line through this corner. Should be good on exit. Should we dive down the inside here? Didn't quite park it on the apex. So it's not going to be the best line through here. Oh. I think it's quite easy to get into a trance almost this track in a bad way. Just fall off. It's a good place to hit that curve, but it's not the fastest speed. Right, 3 seconds to make up. I'm hoping to see Detonator pop up. Is that him in the blue car in 10th? Slow in, fast out. Not like that. Right, there's 3rd place. We will catch this group. Not very consistent with my lines at the moment. Right, I can see on the minimap, leader's just going around this hairpin. Oops. It's not going to lose a lot of time because we're going downhill. Maybe just keep that in 3rd. In fact, maybe that whole thing is in 3rd. Right, we are gaining. Slowly. I think we can do a fastest lap here if we put our mind to it. That was a bit more slow and fast out. Definitely catching now. Don't need to go crazy with the throttle there, I think. Just avoid the wheel spin there. Reel in this guy slowly. This corner I'm not sure about. Oh, it's all closed up at the top there. Second place has really dropped back. Someone's off. This could be interesting. Nice livery. I like that tone of red on there. Sorry, mate. Oops, coming through. Well, now your red paint is going to be all ruined. That's like a really rich red. It's like claret almost. Look at that. I know people do that Marlboro livery a lot, but that's one of the best implementations I've seen on a road car. Right, what's on here? Potentially third place? I think we're getting better at taking that corner. Just slowing it down a little bit. Take the E in line. A bit too wide, we'll see. Can we cut back on him? No, outside. Pretty fair racing. Good battling. He's got the Autopolis livery. Look at this guy. He's got the Blue Peter badge. Whoa, mate. Is that going to be a pen? Nope. Just kicking off behind. As I've been trying to take wider lines recently. I think it's something I've spoken about. I think it's something I'm not very good at, is taking wide entries into corners. And I have noticed I've been getting the wheel on the grass a lot more and having kind of twitchy moments, which I guess comes with the territory. Still not great for that corner. I think you can get on the power a lot earlier if you've got the rotation done earlier. It's dangerous to get your left rear wheel on the grass there. Maybe there's many different lines you can take to that corner, I think. What's going to happen here? Maybe we can pressure him into a mistake. Third place has gone off. Ah, oh, ghosting. Is that going to be a pen? That must be a pen, surely. Oh, okay. That's twice now I've got undone by the ghosting. It's completely my own fault, probably. Interesting race. Didn't see Detonator. I mean, hopefully there wasn't too much chaos at the back. Oops. I think that was okay for us in terms of the race. Clean race as well, I think. No pit stop needed, yeah. I don't know how that race is to watch. I don't know if we should do another one or we should do a daily race B or back to A. So I screwed. Yeah, I think everyone at the back did. I only forgot at the last moment. I remembered at the last moment. I don't know how it was for you, Detonator, kind of in the mix back there, because I think you can lose a lot of time fighting. Because you can't really just lap and be battling and keep the same pace like maybe you can do at Spa and other circuits and like Grid 3s, Grid 4s. Here, if you battle, you are going to lose seconds. Big seconds. Then got stuck by UK, the irony, yeah. I think we got past a lot of cars in the twisty bit. We didn't get the fastest lap, which is I guess a bit disappointing, but is what it is. Let me just check what the SR is saying. So it was 50, hopefully it's going to be what, 60? It's now 61. So we're B, but we're very close to A. I think A is like 64. Ray Rivera in the chat. A vote for Spa. Okay. I'm happy to go with the flow. I don't know if people want to see Spa or another C. Detonator, I'm going again. What's your SR saying, Detonator? If you're going again, I'll go with you, I think. Oh, it's 10 past for Spa anyway. Mine is 61. We've come a long way since we had one SR in the bad old days. So I think today we'll stick on the old account and we'll roam around, and then I think I'll stream tomorrow. Before I stream tomorrow, I'll do some quali on the main account, and hopefully there'll be like completely different races if we can get decent quali times. 64, I think we'll be in the same one, Detonator. On that basis, Ray Rivera, I think for this one we'll go again for C, so we can run with Detonator, ride shotgun, and then we'll head back to Spa for this one. And maybe in the Corvette, if that works. How long have we got? Should we get a cool livery? Are we going to get a car on the wheel of cars? Here we go. What do we want? We'll have the Veyron, please. If we get the Veyron, that's Group 4, we'll use it. Yes, yes. I think we have to use the Veyron next time we're at Spa. Is that Group 4 Veyron? I think so. Yes. It's settled. Ray Rivera. It's gonna be the Group 4 at Spa after this team stream race. Right, what's the time? Okay, let's get a livery quickly. No, don't do that. I can't see the time on this screen. I have to go to the discussion one. What's your strategy, Detonator, for this one? That's a cool F1 livery. Oh, I'm going to run out of time if I get distracted by liveries, but what? That retro one's pretty cool. Obviously we can't apply it to the 28086. The way they put limited in quotation marks makes it seem like it's not really limited. Oh yeah, we're going the Super Mario one then. How long we got? We got a minute, okay. If only you could just automatically apply livery, wouldn't that be crazy? So both of us going for the win then, you and me both. Let's carve our way through and then have a last lap dice. It'll be like the Royal Rumble in WWE. Actually, that's a good idea. Let me just make sure I don't miss out on this race. Something I would like to do, and I don't know if it's possible, is when in a stream, when someone sends their first message, so like Al, Ian, Detonator, Tat Grant, anyone, it'd be cool if your GIF automatically played like it was a WWE entrance. I will look into that. Unfortunately, I don't think YouTube lets you do anything really with the chat. It can't either needs to be subscribers or other stuff. Tat Grant, last night I watched a vid. David Perrell, Coach Dave, who is some kind of sim racing instructor. Yes, I've had a lesson from Mr. David Perrell, and he wanted to see how competitive he was in GT Sport. He used to be top 16 or at that level before he switched more to ACC. He's a real life GT3 racer. He doesn't race for Ferrari, but he races a Ferrari 458 GT3 in those races. So he's won at Spa and Le Mans, I think, in real life. So at the beginning of the year, I had a session with him in GT Sport to get me ship shape. I think he now has a whole coaching academy, but he coaches people in ACC. He also races Club 100 from time to time. So I've seen him down Club 100. He is very fast in GT Sport though. And I think he helped to develop the TLCM Thrustmaster pedals, the load style pedals. I think really he's more into iRacing and ACC. Tat Grant, got a reply to your comments. Left a Tat Grant S comment that I think deserves a full reply, so I will reply to that comment on one of my earlier videos, rather than just not giving it the time that it deserves. Detonator, yes. Got some A-ranked people in here. SR. Tack Grant, a man of the motorbike world. I don't know what you thought about the crash at Red Bull Ring in MotoGP. I'm surprised that actually, I don't know. Can there not be some kind of detection that when a rider goes off the bike, it just cuts the engine, or just, you know, stops that from happening? Or is that not practical? Well, I hate seeing them, to be honest. Is that MotoGP or those big crashes? Yeah, we're improving. Going for the win. There's a few people doing no qualies. That's a big old spread on the quali times, isn't it? A cheeky 13-second spread. Grant, they have airbags in their seats. Yeah, but if that bike had hit, I don't know who it was it Maverick and Rossi? Yeah, it's no good. But there's not much you can do about it, I guess, but I'm not sure, are there any other MotoGP tracks that have a corner like that as well? I'm thinking, like, for example, at Catalonia, there's no place where that could really happen. Maybe at turn 1 going into like turn 3 if you're really unlucky. Full screen. Got to strengthen these pedals, this lengthen the pedals. My knees give me a bit of pain. It's a good start, Detonator. Lost all the time I made up. No traction. A lot of blue cars here. Mr. Manual, not fancying it. Where's Detonator? Full of Detonator. Ooh. We need to get past the blue cars. People are braking too deep. No pen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not good. I saw that one happening, but there wasn't much I could do about it. Right, we need to step on the gas. Alright, that must be Detonator to go around the hairpin, okay. Sorry, mate. Likewise. On a bit of a mission here. How is the Veyron going to be around Eau Rouge? If we see Detonator in the top 3, then we're not going to catch him. I mean, I hope we don't catch him. I hope Detonator has a good race. take a wider line in there, I need to. There's this guy. Kind of force fielded him off there. Whoops. Having a look if I can see. It's not the best through there. Did we fall back from the leader? Okay, that's a train of cars there. Interesting livery on this Portuguese guy. Getting a bit out of shape. A decent run. $2.16. Well, I think we need to just be rapid. Okay, on the power there a bit earlier. That's a robust move. I felt like he left the door open though, so... And if he hadn't, I would have gone round the back maybe. Bit too deep. Big old pack there down the roads. Deeper than I would want. There we go. Not sure what to do with the gears there, to be honest. Okay, that felt like a better lap, like a better base of a lap. I don't think I'm getting any closer to that pack. Definitely not getting any closer to the leader. Well, must be getting a bit closer if it's fast lap. Oh, there's carnage there. Got lucky with the ghost in that time. Play stupid games to win super prizes, mate. Oh dear, that's not good. That wasn't good. Right. By some process of deduction, detonator is 4th or 5th. And I can see detonator. It's big ask to reel that in. Making progress there. Can we go around the inside here? It's closed off. Good defending. Who is it? Someone's going into the pits. See? Oops, not going into the pits. Why was that time? Okay, it's slower. If we'd been a second and a half quicker that lap, we'd be a lot closer at the race. Late, missed my braking point. Got distracted. Just gonna get through here. He's been quite respectful, this guy. Right, there's detonator. Under fire. It's got a Italian on the 6. Let's see if we can help out. It's an annoying mistake, lost 2 seconds or so. Three laps to go. It's painful through there, isn't it? Car doesn't want to do it. Right, we're closing the gap with this guy, but I think detonator is too far down the road. That's not going to help. That was a bit of an amateur moment. Let's try and salvage something. Visit Portugal. Let's send him a visit. Yeah, it's too far away, is it? It seems like the penalty system doesn't mind that kind of side-to-side contact. Right, can we get 8th maybe? He hasn't had the best line through there. It's going to be quite slow and straight. Two laps to go, and that wasn't a great lap. Taking a bit gently through there that time. Toe down here maybe. Ooh, SR down. That's robust defending. We've done some robust moves, so that's fair enough. A bit all over the roads. Might be a last lap battle for this position. Very defensive line there. Can we go all the way around the outside? No. Okay. On the brakes it is then. I've done quite a lot of moves like that. I'm not sure they'd really fly in karting. I think that would be advantaged by contacts. It's a funny track and combination. If you're not racing around other cars, it's quite slow. I'd like to drive really fast cars around here. I don't think I've ever done that. We did the top split race here once in the Skyline. leader's about to finish. Try this in third this time. Oh no. I immediately regret doing that. Oh no. That's all me. On my inside here. That was an unnecessary SR down. Oh, good. Close finish. Okay, maybe second gear for that. Strange race, that one. See you, Phil. Hope you're enjoying the rig. Don't need to kill my front tyres was lap 5. I was trying to catch you and then I can't remember what happened. Oh yeah, I binned it at turn 1. Which wasn't good. I'm going to switch on over to race B. We're going to use the Veyron. And see how that goes. Yeah, bit of a strange race that one. We'll see what it's like on the main account. We'll put some quali in, get up to race speed. It's Veyron time. Oops. Not sure if we match up. Yeah, the SR took a bit of a battering there. So the SR was 61. Heady heights of 61. That's 54. Not too bad. But yeah, actually, it is a funny set of combos this week. I guess we don't often do race A, but race A in the mini is quite a strange race, and then race C is a very slow race C. And even race B is a little bit funny because of the rolling start. Should we qualify? Yeah, we need to qualify for this. Let's just go around in the Veyron. Ian, 2 months ago, 52 would have been a shock. You mean because the penalty system was more lenient, that going down to 52 was like, wow. Because if so, I agree with you. I mean, I don't know what to do with the brake pads. On the one hand, I didn't get any penalties that race, but on the other hand, I did make a lot of contact when overtaking. I probably didn't make a single move without clipping someone on exit. Or maybe that's just the way you drive those cars. Okay, I need to get this car to turn in a bit more. It's not too bad through there. Right, let's try not to mess it up and actually set a time. get. Got to be a bit better at that. That's not good. 'Cause way too early there. I mean, the very one seems fine, to be honest. Doesn't stand out as being handled terribly. Right, let's try and nail the corner after this one. Still ending out way over there. It's not good. Oops. It's not super quick, but maybe gave me a couple of positions. Don't get a penalty for that. Or that. Just before the end of the shadow, I thought I'd push it a bit. I think it's better to brake a little bit early there, and if you're coming in a bit short, then you can just lift the brakes slightly. Detonator brake early. Whoops. Yeah, I wish I'd seen that. Go on, if I had a race car that unsears as much as these things do, I think there's something wrong with the front end. I don't know what I should be doing with the brake balance. I moved it forward. And I guess I should be shifting. What's that, about 6,000 or a little bit higher than 6,000? Up a couple of positions. Riviera, that very one has a turning radius of an tanker. Yeah, I wish it had the turning radius. It's got a turning radius of like Jupiter. Dating, I remember from Monza shifting halfway on the bar was best for very one. Okay. I feel like the very one is an interesting choice for this race. We've got to get past. Original Nutter in the Vantage. In diff lobby, that's probably my bad with the SR down. But there was, when we did our lobby on Sunday, there was a guy who was really making the Veyron work. Should have asked him for his brake balance. I wonder what it's like for people to see a Veyron in this race. Who is this guy? It doesn't feel too bad through here. I'd say the Corvette was a bit more difficult for me. So just brake earlier. Suits me, I can brake earlier. Braking later is a problem. Rocky Grey, you half shift the Veyron. Okay, yeah, I didn't do that there. I'm going to half shift then, as people are advising. See what happens. Oh, someone's in the Scirocco. Lots of Corvettes here. Sale at the Corvette dealership. Come on, Veyron, let's go. I felt like I heard the front tyres squealing a bit there. I don't know if I need to change the brake balance. Veyron coming through. See you later. Thanks for joining. It's the Megane trophy up there. It's taking it a bit easier through there. Ooh, well out of shape. Good save. Nope. Take it all back. Just got to get the hang of this in group fours, that corner. Okay, only 12 seconds off the lead. Good battle here. Get the gearing right for that. So we had a moment and came in. Spun off enough times there. Nice livery gone left. scans and all sorts of trouble. At least we're not going to meet at Eau Rouge. On 50 on the straight. Close behind. I'm not half shifting at all, am I? I completely forgot about that. Let's start that now. At least we can see if it makes a noticeable difference. It just feels unusual for me to not hear the engine revving out. Oops. Good move. Fair play. I'm not sure. Is it better? It just feels every time I shift, the Corvette gets further away. Take that penalty to the end there at least. Well, I'm going to give it full res now. See if that feels any difference. Risky. Oh, we got a penalty for that. We caught up with some of the drivers. I'm not very good at this short shifting. I do need to get better at it. I mean, I think we kind of did the very one proud. Taquan, you might have to look at where the max torque RPM is. Let's have a look. Evening, Ryan Peters. Hope all is well in Canada. Oh, we can't see here. I don't know how that looked on stream when I actually did the short shifting. Can we have a look here? Should we give the very one another shot anyway? Or actually, hang on. I just want to see if I can, if I have the funds to, whoops, purchase a small Volkswagen. I suspect actually I don't have the funds. Let's see. I do have the funds. I'm going to try it in the Scirocco. We're gonna slap on a Fairy Liquid livery. Looks slow. Do me a favour, lead at the variance power curve, then the Corvettes. Okay, we can do that. We're gonna pop to the garage anyway. As long as we've got time for next race. Let's just find a quick live. We made that money quickly. What are we talking about? What we got? Eminem's car. Let's do it NASCAR style. That'll do. Smash the like button. Absolutely broken. Oh, you're doing another? Yeah, I'm going straight into another race B, but we're going to check out torque curves. As you do. Let me just apply this now. We can change cars. Livery of power. You know me too well, Ian. Just knows me too well. Right. Oh, come on. Let's get that Veyron up. Oh, you can see torque curves here. Cool. Is that the torque curve? What am I? How do? Don't think so. I hate short shifting too. Just feels wrong. It just does just feel wrong. To me, it feels like you kind of want to wring the most out of the engine before you change the next gear. Evening Catfish in the top 10 in Daily Race A. Here's a question for you, Catfish, as a very fast driver. Short shifting. Thoughts? Ian, so you would change about 8% RPM. Torque yellow. I can't see yellow. Is that the BH? Right, we've got to change car. Corvette should be even earlier, right? What does that mean? I don't know, team. Raptor Amplify, did you reset your profile? No, this is the alt account. I basically called it the same as my main account, which maybe I shouldn't have done. And let's check out the Shirok. I mean, you tell me, guys. I'm none the wiser. Let me just get into this race so we don't miss out. Ian would change about 50%, tack run around 5,000 RPM. Thanks out for the reminder. Evening, Greg from Brazil. It's when the stream starts to get all international. Greg, what are your thoughts on short shifting? Raptor, you need to shift at top RPM. That drops you to just see. Everyone's saying this, and it sounds right. It just, to me, it feels wrong. So that's why I'm not doing it. So as in why I'm not instinctively doing it. I know that I should do it, and I know that it's faster to short shift. But in that race in the very run, at the beginning, I just forgot because I was just naturally shifting. So I found out when second gear hits the limiter, and that instinctively became my right. Shift up just before it hits the limiter. But that's not the right way of doing it. I don't fully understand gearing and torque and everything, and probably I should. People in the chat understand it a lot better than I do. I can't remember what brake balance we had in the Scirocco on the main account. I don't know if anyone can remember. Probably it was to the, I think it was 3 to the rear maybe. But yeah, short shifting. Hope you're all enjoying the short shifting chat. Do feel free to like and subscribe for more short shifting. I need to become better at short shifting. For example, yesterday I was doing iRacing. I was doing the Motorsport UK F3 Championship in an F3 car. I haven't even thought about where I should be shifting. I just shift literally before it buzzes out on the limiter. Greg, I think it says, yeah, that's the other thing. If it's saving fuel, how can it be the fastest way? It's a bit counterintuitive to me. So all you guys that are short shifting have my full respect, because I've just kind of ignored it as a practice, unless I'm fuel saving. And then I feel like, oh, I'm fuel saving, I've got to short shift and miss out on the power. But actually it turns out that I'm not missing out on the power necessarily. If you don't mind me saying, in real life racing I was amazed at how much really good drivers knew how to get the most speed. That's the difference between me and a really good driver, probably. Those kind of things. Probably the same with like going slow in and fast out of corners. It's the fastest way, although it actually can feel a bit counterintuitive going slow into a corner. Probably the same with short shifting, although you hear that you're never revving out the car, you know that you're getting the most, you're using the most of the torque, and you're actually accelerating faster. You can do it. We need a you can do it emoji. Emoji? GIF. Go faster. Are you racing, Al? Al in the house? Where are you, Al? We're in this lobby. Just looking for Al. broke. Now we're looking for Al. Where's Al? What if that short shift just managed to talk? Yeah, I guess someone said earlier that downshifting is really important. Ryan, you're down. Yeah, that I'm now understanding that you want to delay your downshifts so you don't unsettle the car. I think it's something I need to practice and just start to do intuitively. I think because the sensation of acceleration is quite difficult in a sim, maybe in real world driving you can really feel the acceleration, so it doesn't really matter so much about the revs, it's more about that acceleration feeling. So if you know that you're accelerating faster by shifting earlier, then obviously you're going to do it, whereas in a inverted commas sim or a game, the main sensation of speed actually is hearing the revs for me, so I need to change that. I'm trying to justify my bad practices there. 31 degrees in Canada, wow. Greg, and I think it depends on the car. Lexus doesn't benefit from short shift. Doesn't benefit. It's the whole world I need to get used to. Let's see what we can do in the Scirocco. Got a Ferrari in here. A couple of Ferraris. Someone's in the very run. We get beaten by the very run now. Must be quite a few Ferraris actually. Very slow through there, sorry to whoever's behind me. Space one more? Yeah. I think I was alongside there, but it's one of those ones where you're in a 3. Right, this is going to be interesting. What's he going to do? Danger averted. Oops, sorry. That's not very good by me. Yeah, I deserve a penalty for that. It's getting a bit heated here. Not really getting to stretch the legs of the Scirocco. Right, not a great start. We definitely turned in on me there, I think. Oof. Ref. It's a bit of like prisoner's dilemma down here. If you don't have your elbows out, you get punted off, so you've got to have your elbows out, and then it just all gets very messy. going to try and look at the numbers and see when they start slowing down. So they're very slow now. Reset here of the track. This really makes me appreciate the Sunday lobbies and just how we managed to race fast and close and not really have many of those issues. It's gonna be a bit painful. I do want to beat that very one if possible. Turned in a bit too early there. Whoops. Right, I can see the very one. This is going to be difficult. Can we get past the TT here? Taking a scenic route. I think the very one tries to take a big shortcut. Limited there. Oh, come on. I'll take that. Faster set to one even with that, looks like, so something is working with it. What's going to happen here? I think we'll break early for this. In anticipation of that happening. It's going very slowly, this blue car. I don't know what track limits are like here for this blue bit. Well, I prefer the Scirocco to the Veyron, but every time I do these streams on the alt account, it's just so difficult to kind of get into a rhythm and move your way up through the pack. So I kind of massive respect for anyone who's in these kind of lobbies and trying to get up to like A rating. Ow, I'm DA now. Hopefully you mean AD. Or is that on the alt account? If so, that's good news. Because the racing here is just brutal. It's pretty much a different game in these lobbies and the AA plus lobbies. If you skinned it differently, you could sell it as a different game. And I think it's about the rhythm as well. You can't get into your rhythm. You're not able to follow cars that are kind of generally respectful. So it's very difficult. I think we'll go again in this Rocco, by the way. Just load it. I think I'll try and set a quali time. I don't know how that was on the revs. I was just kind of revving it out a bit. I thought the penalty I got where I was pushed onto the grass and I overtook on the grass was a little bit harsh. But I guess the game doesn't really know. But is that kind of squeezing where in an A plus lobby, if someone's got a run on you, you generally don't squeeze them out like that. You let them go past and you follow them. Whereas in these lobbies, it's very rare, I think, for you to get a pass like that. People just take all the roads. Tat Grant can't see me coming ahead for the trees. Right, I'm gonna try and set a quality time. Something sub 230 would be great. Don't really know what I'm doing here. I think take as much curb as you can, accelerate maybe a little bit, and then don't know. I don't know if I should be short shifting out of 2 into gear 3 to minimise wheel spin and stuff like that. Or shifting to 6 at the bottom of Eau Rouge. I would like to sit here one day for the F1 or for the endurance cars. Keeping I wanted, but take it. Tidy-ish lap enough so far. It's half a second. Oh no. I've got to stop saying that. We lost a lot of time after the hairpin anyway. Time for one more at least. Let's try and nail a rouge. That'll do. 134 going up it. So I wasn't great through this sequence, I think. And again, not super great, but we'll take it. Maybe better, not sure. This corner was pretty good for me. Not quite as good that time. But later on the throttle. Too deep. Good. I kind of nailed that one last time, I thought. Alright, at least we made it around there. Brake just around the shadow. Maybe I should short shift earlier there. Are we going to be on... Oh, I can't quit. That was... For one lap, that was fairly tidy. I don't know what the lap times are at the moment, I can't remember. But I think we could take a second of that fairly quickly. Tack 1, I think Polyphony should have a roaming gang of angry grannies who go to unsportsmanlike drivers' doors and bash them. Interesting idea. Now, I've accidentally done a pole lap here, which is not what we wanted to do. Whoops. People drive like they push their shopping trolleys in the shopping centre. That's a good analogy. Welcome to the stream. Lino Hansen, Ferrari fan. It's not racing, it's a bumper banging party. Guys like the Russian Navy will need to be taken behind the shed and spoken to very sternly. What should we do, stream? Should we pull over or something? A bit? Not too much? I didn't mean to pole it, I just wanted to put a lap in. We haven't really been getting good results this evening, so poled it in the Scirocco, there we go, that's my vote for the Scirocco. What should we do? Should we win it? Okay, let's win it. I'll try and drive the Scirocco properly because again, let's be honest, we haven't had a lot of clear air here in this stream this evening. Ziggy Style. Ian, almost Forza. I do have an Xbox. I do have Forza on the Xbox. I've never really done it. Is it worth me doing some Forza? Or is that a dark place compared to GT Sport? You need to get the ult up lobby, but you're right actually, that the racing will improve if we get the ult up. So let's just take the sprint. Now we've said all this, I'm obviously going to bin it at the chicane. Or we're going to get around the chicane, but we won't even have to take the chicane. Perfect. That's like the VIP. This is the VIP experience at Spa. You don't need to take the chicane. Take the shortcut. VIPs only. Turn left as you board the plane. There we go. That's pretty harsh on the rest of the grid, right? Even third place. No wonder the lead is about 15 seconds ahead. Too deep. I'll try not to rev it out so much then. As I've seen the error of my ways. Right, let's try and really thrash this Scirocco and get some good pace out of it. No more Mr. Nice ult. We're just thrashing it. Thinking back to getting bumped off at Blue Moon Bay. And the shenanigans at Autopolis. Run off the road by the Ferrari last race. Now we're just going for it. The Veyron was very good around this corner actually. Lift a bit there. Brake a bit later there. Get on the throttle a bit earlier there. Nice. I think I just needed practice at Eau Rouge. Hate L2R2. think I'm driving. This is how I felt like I was driving on Sunday in the Scirocco, which is why I wanted to go back to it. Just kind of hooking it up. Not quite hooking it up, but that'll do. Losing a bit of time to the Turkish guy behind. Apexing that a bit early. Losing a lot of time there, but doesn't matter. Need to lift there. I don't think you need to lift there in the Scirocco, it's just me not getting the line right. The guy behind is going to get back to under 3 seconds, I think. Brake a little bit later, maybe. No, I think keep it the way it was. If I had a Scirocco Ghost to follow, I think I could really squeeze out a lot of time in this car. See if we can improve. I need to turn left there a bit sooner. It's deep. Very different line through there than last couple of laps. Whoa, no. Get back on the track. The other thing is, in like the higher split races, is that mistake I made there, that will be the all-important thing in the race. So even if I drove like this with not really any other big mistakes, that will still cost me a number of positions because it's that close. Whereas the lower ranked lobbies, it's not even comparable. There's just like, there'll be 20 moments like that in the race. Guy in the Turkish guy wasn't too bad on the pace. Actually, let me check what that will do to the DR and SR. So at the moment it's 7,045. Only my second win on this account, and it was basically cheating because we were on pole. Tag guy, do a stream of just first place. I'm not. Would that be that exciting to watch? You need to set taps great. The army. Evening Raptor, thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope to see you again soon. We'll talk more. Talk curves. Okay, oh, I was going to check. What was the... So my race time there was a 7:33, and we lost a second, probably second half when we lost the track. So let's call it a 7:32 if I haven't made that mistake. I don't know where that adds up in terms of the best race distances. They must be 7:25s or something. I don't know. Just bear with me a second. So I only got 5 SR. I'm on 49. And I only gained 1000 DR, which actually is not a lot. Raptor, thanks Raptor for the subscription, showing that alert. Everything's spinning. Detonator, I'm down to BSR again. Or maybe, I didn't get a lot. Hang on a second, how did I only get 5 SR in that race? Is that really what it is? Didn't do anything wrong, surely. Should we... I was going to say, should we do another one, or is... Or should we do an A? See you, Steve. Thanks for joining. Hope daily races go well for you this week. I think we'll stream again tomorrow and on the main account. Data maybe because yeah, I guess you don't. There's only 3 sectors at Spa, even though it's a long track. But not want to rebuild the SR. And if you want to rebuild the SR at Race C, that's a snore fest really. Ian, yeah, this will be the last race. Do we want to do Spa or do we do Race A? We can do Spa straight away. But it might just be me thrashing it in the Scirocco. But that was pretty fun in the Scirocco to thrash it. How is CA? Not bad. So, yeah, we need to build up this account really. Okay, I'm going to do race B unless anyone wants something different. If someone wants something different, then let me know. We could do a C. We could do an A. C Ray Riviera, thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed the stream. See you next time. So, what are we thinking? A, B, C. B is probably the E, and thrash it again on B. I can't really argue with that. Attack Grant, maybe when I buy the Veyron for real. The only Veyron I'm going to buy for real is going to be one of those Corgi miniature. What are they called? Dice. What are they? Die cast. I used to have a couple of die cast. I used to have a die cast Countach. Sounds a bit rude. We're going to go for B then. Seems like the right thing to do. In the Sharok. So it's Tuesday. Tuesday. And these are the daily races until the end of the week. I don't know what people think about. I think tomorrow we'll do daily races on the main account. I'll do proper quali beforehand, and that'll be a bit different. I don't know what people think about different racing games. Because mentioning Forza up there reminded me that I do have Forza. I have AC on PC. I have iRacing. Tap Grant, we need to buy one so we can see what to talk. Yeah. Or just, can I take it for a test drive and put it on a dyno? I think I saw a comment above about do they do something different with the HP in here to mix it with, to make it comparable with other cars. Yeah, they definitely do. There's no way a Scirocco and a Veyron should be equivalent on the straight. I don't know how Bugatti feel about that. Getting passed on the straight by a Scirocco and RCZ. But yeah, we could do some iRacing, we could do some AC, we could do some grid, we could do some Forza. I generally want to do online stuff. I'm not that interested in racing against the AI. Detonator, I used to be an Xbox player, didn't have a PlayStation start this year. If I tried to enjoy Forza, it was nothing. I've never done it online. I have it because of Game Pass, but Tack Grant, tell them Ian sent you. We need your army of grannies to go to the dealership in, where will it be? Sloane Square, Mayfair, and just distract the seller, and then we'll drive out with the Veyron. Ian, if I had a vote, you do have a vote, Ian. Ian's got a vote. Stick with GTS. Al, yes, GTS, but would watch iRacing. At some point, I do want to do have an evening where we do iRacing. I do want to share that. I think a lot of people don't do iRacing, and nothing in terms of playing a game or sim racing gets my heart rate up like iRacing. And I know I do the F3 Championship, which is, you know, is a bigger deal than just random races, but even in their equivalent of the daily races, because if you make any kind of contact, it could be the end of your race. It's really high stakes. I don't know if it'll be fun to watch, if that conveys, but I would like to try it. I know I did a short stream of the Club 100 Mazda Cup race, but that's basically like the equivalent of a kickabout. So I would like to try that one time. Forza, it's like random race, status like random racing between. Yeah, I'm a big fan of BAP and having that equivalency, and I like BAP with different cars. It's like touring cars. We need to get Tat Grant and Detonator personal gifts. Oh, I put the wrong one there. Hang on, got to make sure these don't turn on when I'm racing. Oh, there we go. Tat Grant and Detonator, you've got to choose your gifts and we'll get them. Oh, I'm not first, nice. And we're racing B people. Plenty of Spaniards. Ian, same as I would watching once in a while. We'll mix it up. I mean, the races this week are a little bit weird, so maybe on Thursday, do an iRacing thing, see how it goes. And if it doesn't make sense, then we don't need to do it again. But I would like to try it. But yeah, I think unfinished business on all these tracks that I'm gonna qualify tomorrow, and then because the racing at Suzuka last week was really good. We were racing quite near the top actually, and again it was a tailored progression. If we go all the way back to Catalunya, I think Catalunya was the first time when we really saw that progression during the week. And by the end of the week, racing with the likes of Josetti. See you, Detonator. Thanks for joining. Good to race with you. So I bottled it in one of the races we were doing together, but it's always good to see people in chat on track. Thanks a lot for joining. But that Catalunya journey kind of took the whole week, and it was only, I think, until Sunday when we were like actually competitive. Whereas it seems to get a bit quicker now. We seem to get competitive quicker. And Suzuka, I was surprised that we managed to hook it up. I don't think we really hooked up at Nürburgring, if we're honest. But yeah, unless the Scirocco really is handicapped at the top level, I feel pretty dialed in with it. Yeah, it's a strange race we're keying. And race C with the penalty system, the thing is just, you know, we're kind of dicing around here with 41 or 49 SR, and we're not too bothered by it, but if you get 41 SR on your main account, you get reset. And then it's a world of pain to get back up. So the resets are no joke. Right, full screen this bad boy. Hope you're enjoying the stream, everyone. Probably going to be the last race. Let's make it a good one. When PS5 comes out, I'm hoping to nab one and get all the next gen racing games. Hopefully start them from scratch and, you know, maybe be competitive at them. Like, oh, what's going to happen here? We're so far behind. Yeah, maybe be competitive at them early on, because we'll be doing it from day one. I don't change up there. Right, let's catch up with this Portuguese guy ahead. If we can. Two different ways of taking this hairpin. You can either roll it around or go deep and then cut back. Oh, so close to those bollards and nailed it. It's a bit of a snap. He's gone very wide there. Oh, he's a lucky boy. Oh no. Right. I need to get a better line through there so I can take it flat. But he's in our clutches now. It's good to follow someone into the braking zone from this kind of distance. Funny, the Corvette looks really small. I think it's because like, the camera on the Scirocco's on the roof, I think. Now, welcome to Portugal. Population 2. That was good racing until that moment. Right, it's had a bad run up here. Gonna eat him. Batfink 1976. That was an old school cartoon. That's a dirty move, let's be honest. He wasn't going to make the corner unless he hit me. Let's catch him up again. Shiraka's quite good through these bits. I feel like you can really ride the curves in the Shiraka. Still not flat. Just out of range, unfortunately. This blue guy's in a bit of a hurry, isn't he? He's gonna get reset. No. Alright, is it going to be deja vu at the T1? Nope. Alright, 1.5 seconds, 6. Can we reel it in? Completely different race being at the front of the grid and the back of the grid. Sounds obvious, but... Right, gap's coming down. But the guy behind's close. Ooh, no. So we could do the same to him here. We could... I need to take more of that curb. I mean, fair play for sticking with me. I much prefer those little bollard things to the sausages at Laguna. Haven't really made any headway into this guy, unfortunately. Ooh, it's going to be narrow through here. Lift. That's going to be fun. I think I'm too narrow coming in here, if I were to analyse it. Oh! We'll be okay. Just about. Evening, Mr. Kenty. Ow, this is a terrible... I know, it's just... It's... What are they thinking? It should be a grid start. I mean... I'd rather take all the chaos at turn 1. It's a if you... the qualifying is so important here. if you get a amazing quality time at Spa, you can pick up serious DR this week, I think. Thanks, Mr. Kenty. What does that mean for the... DR and SR? Okay, 53 SR. So you're only picking up a few every time. Would you get a penalty? Nearly had you off. Yeah, I know. Got a bit aggressive. So we've done all the daily races today. Done A, done B, done C. Feels a long time ago we were doing A. And I just want to see what the quality times are here. Oh, 26s. Okay. I think we can knock a second of that pretty quickly. No one's... Oh, this is on the alt account, so I can't see. Yeah, I think we could knock a second off, and then we'd be, what, within about a second of top 10? So maybe we can do okay at that. This one previously I had a 26.7, which would be very handy. Catfish up there. And then I don't really know with the one make, to be honest. I'm not sure I'm going to do much of the one make. Spaniard's dominating. See, Ian, thanks for joining. So yeah, we'll wrap up the stream. Tomorrow we'll stream again, probably same time, 9 o'clock. And I'm going to try and make some time beforehand to qualify at A and B. So we'll be trying to race, hopefully, at race A with some of the guys in the top 10. So it should be very different style of racing. But like I said, I'm always amazed when we go to these kind of lobbies, just how brutal the racing is. Really difficult. So don't just try not to get reset, I guess, because it'll be super difficult to get out of there. Thanks, Al. Thanks, Ian. Thanks, Tech Grant, Shane, everyone else still watching. If you are still watching, feel free to drop a like on your way out, and also feel free to subscribe if you like the channel. We'll be racing again tomorrow, probably A and B on the main account. Hopefully right at the top, A plus lobbies, trying to pick up some DR. Shane Kenty, try and catch my stream if you can. Definitely try and catch up Mr. Shane Kenty's stream. By the way, it's great streaming as always. Thanks everyone in the chat. You guys make the stream. If you have any ideas, then let me know. I think it looks a bit more professional now, a bit more slick, which is nice. Bit of pride in the stream. But I'm going to wrap it up there. So hope everyone has a very good night, and hopefully see you tomorrow. And we'll see how the daily races go. I hope they go well for you as well. I would say I think the Sunday lobbies this week have been super helpful, because we called it right on those one make events, and just a little bit ahead of the game there. But yeah, thanks everyone. Gonna end it there. If I can turn my keyboard on. I have to ramble for a bit, as I can't turn it off. There we go. Cheers everyone. Have a very